What's up, y'all? This is day 2 of 30 days of content in June. I want to share a story because today is actually not the second day of June, but it falls on the anniversary of a time in my life where it was not my most fondest memory, I must say. I was almost taken out of this world back in May 28th, 2008. I was walking home from work. It was dark. The way I would walk, it was like two ways I could have took. I usually took the quickest way. This is back in my city of in Pennsylvania, and it was a dark night. I was by myself, leaving work. I just got the Sidekick, T-Mobile Sidekick, um, and I was had my face in my phone that night too, so I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. It was my city. Like, I grew up in this city. I never walked around with any fear at all. Like, people died, people got shot, but it was never that I felt that bad to walk alone in that city. I was 22, I believe, about to be 23. Yeah, I think that's what's when I turned 23. And yeah, yeah, cuz I'm wait, yeah, 23. I would have turned 25 in 2010. um, but yeah, walking home alone, had no money on me, thankfully. No money. I had just my phone, and that was it. I had a hoodie, black hoodie on, black cargo pants, because I was coming home from work because I had to wear uniform, whatever. And someone ran up behind me, started choking me, and basically robbed me. But they were choking me so bad where it was like I couldn't breathe. And I'm trying to tell them, I was like, I don't got no money. They thought I was a drug dealer because of the way I was dressed. I was in all black. So they thought I was dealing out here. Nah, I never sold drugs a day in my life. And so when they were, you know, choking me and, in that moment, they realized after a while that I'm actually, at that time, female. And they tried to take advantage of that. I'll just say that. It didn't happen, thankfully. Thankfully, they quit and got up and just took my cell phone and just dipped. But yeah, that could have been ugly, man. I got up from there. I waited for like probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes before I got up because I didn't know if they were still there. I didn't know nothing. I just laid there and waited to get up. And then finally, when I realized nothing was happening, I ran to the nearest store. It was some like this little strip mall that had a grocery store and a few restaurants. And I went to this Chinese spot and they gave me money for a payphone instead of letting me borrow a phone. And so um there was some guy outside and I was just hysterical crying, and the guy let me borrow his phone. He called my parents for me, and my parents didn't pick up. It was like late as shit, so they didn't pick up. And then the cops, the guy called the cops for me, and the cops came. And then I think the cops called my parents, and then finally they got up. They came and got me where I was, and yeah, it's just a crazy. I like so much of like my life. A lot of things like that happened where it was a lot of shit that was out of my control. I mean, could I have walked the other way? I could have, but like I said, I walked that city late at night before with no problems. It was just one of those crazy things that happened that I just couldn't believe. And I'm thankful 17 years later, I'm still here, still alive, almost through adversity. And I just wanted to share this story because it's just something every time this time of year comes around, with my birthday being 3 days shy, it's always just like a relief of just making it this far. I'm about to be 40, like I said. And, you know, did I imagine my 40th birthday being spent this way? No, but I'm more than grateful to God that I'm here to still celebrate my birthday and see another day and to be able to live and try and believe and dream and do. So, yeah, y'all stay safe. God bless.